Ari Drennan says, the one white pill as I've gotten older is realizing that all the most successful people I know are not lucky. They are hardworking, patient, and persistent. You make your own luck.
That is not how reality works. If you are born to an emerald mine, you are not hardworking, patient, and persistent. You are lucky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, this depends on how you define success. Because, like, there are plenty of people that I am aware of that they would consider themselves successful because they have gotten to a point in their life where they don't have to be hardworking and persistent. Like, they're not rich, but they've got enough money to get by. I would consider that success. Like, as long as I'm not worried about money, I would consider that successful.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Patreon.com/ViceRhino.
As long as you're not worried about money, here's me worrying about money.
I am very worried about money right now, actually.
Where you do the whole, if you want me to stop worrying about money.
Yeah. I hate fucking asking for money as a content creator. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, it's not great.
Unfortunately, it's how I pay my bills.
It also feels like you're manipulating your audience when you do, because you know that there's a part of that transaction that is somebody going, oh, I might be able to get attention from this content creator if I give them money or something. Like, there's always something where you're like, I worry that I am manipulating you.
Yeah, there's also, just from an appearance standpoint, I always think of Cameron Bertuzzi when he did his little grift for money, where, like, he converted to Catholicism and then lost a bunch of patrons and then begged people for money, saying that, like, oh, I'm running my YouTube channel at a deficit.
How can you be running a YouTube channel at a deficit?
Yeah, it's like, once you have the equipment, running it is free. Yes, you still have to pay for a house. Yes, you still have to pay for your internet connection. But, like, once you buy a camera, it is bought.
Like, I can see running a channel at a deficit if you have, like, say, a bunch of art assets that you're constantly having to update. But even then, those assets are a choice. It's the reason why I stopped running my my What If Shadow Died series, because I relied on Smacko's assets to do that series. And even though Smacko told me, hey, I'm willing to do this just because I want the series to be continued, irrespective of whether I'm paid. I'm like, that doesn't make me feel good.
There we go. Harker Ferry says, successful people pay other people to do the hard work and skim the generated wealth from that labor. So that's the thing. When you get a certain amount of money, eventually it becomes very easy to just send that money out to collect more money and then come back to you and bring back its friends. That is not hard work. And if you're doing that on the stock market, like if you're doing that with something like not GICs, something that could potentially have high return, it's just gambling at that point. It is just luck. Apparently there's a pretty big investor that has been, like, I forget his name, but he's got, like, a really good track record of figuring out when a bunch of, like, companies are going to go bust, and so shorting them. And he has started shorting all of the AI companies, as well as NVIDIA and Microsoft and all them. So I'm just like, okay, let's hope he's right.
Judd also pointed out, what the hell is a white pill? I actually forget what the white pill's supposed to be in.
I don't know.
Because, like, the black pill is the doomer
reference
pill.
has kind of gotten away from them at this point.
Like, the blue pill is supposed to be the non-based decision. Red is supposed to be the based decision. Black is supposed to be the doomer pill. What the fuck is the white pill supposed to be?
It's the privilege pill, because that's how you become successful.
Sounds about white.
Yeah. Harker Ferry says, unless you're getting insider information from Truth Social for $100,000 a month. Yeah, but that's the thing. If I had the kind of money to pay $100,000 a month to Truth Social, I might actually do that, because you could bet a lot more money on. I mean, I think this is probably what they're saying now that I think about it. It's like, for that $100,000, you can now bet a lot more than $100,000 on whatever stock is about to go up, based on his posts, and then cash out as soon as it goes up. And boom, you have your 100,000 back. That, like, easy. That's an easy investment. Now, will that come around to bite you in the butt? Will, like, when a future administration comes into office, are you going to be investigated by the SEC for that?
Probably.
I would hope so. But right now, it doesn't look like it.
Senchini says, I thought the white pill was the god pill. I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't know what the fucking pills are.
It's all fucking astrology.
Yes.
All of it.
Take the Libra pill. Ark Encounter says, Noah and his family took care of dinosaurs and other land animals aboard the Ark. I didn't pull this because I want to refute it. I pulled this because this is just a post on its own. And so I imagine someone who just has no idea of anything about creationism or the creation and evolution debate, just a normal person who is not into this stuff at all, coming across this post and just being like, the fuck are they talking about? It's like just the image of someone who's not tied into this coming across this in the wild is just hilarious to me. And the fact that they don't see that is kind of part of their problem.
Well, self-awareness is not their best strength. To be fair, given what Ken Ham does, a lack of self-awareness is probably more of a feature and not a bug.
Yeah, but okay. I feel like the higher-ups at AIG are self-aware. They know it's a grift. Like fucking Calvin Smith, he's the CEO of Answers in Genesis Canada. He fucking lies all the time. I've caught him in so many lies. It's ridiculous how many lies I've caught the man in. Like, at one point, he quoted a previous article that he had written. He quoted his own words from that previous article and attributed them to a scientist to give them more weight, to make it seem like I forget who he said them, but he actually attributed his own words to someone else in order to make it sound like he actually made a good point that is like what all the scientists agree with. It's like, no, you just attributed your straw man to someone. So like the higher ups know what they're doing. They are self-aware, but whoever just runs their Twitter account, it's just some idiot intern who bought into it and doesn't realize that posting this, someone that's not familiar with it comes across it in the wild and is just going to be like, what the fuck are they talking about? That's so dumb.
The fuck is a dinosaur?
No, they know what a dinosaur is.
Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagitt, you know I'm not saying that last part, Sylvie Snow, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.